On-duty doctor raped and killed brutally in Kolkata. The tragic rape and murder of female PG doctor at Kolkata's RGKar Medical College and Hospital have drawn nationwide outrage, leading to protests by junior doctors who have temporarily stopped non-emergency services to demand justice for the victim. The doctor was on the 36-hour duty. The doctor also had dinner with her juniors around at 2 am. She then went to seminar room since there is no separate on-call room to take some rest. In the morning, they found her body there. The father of 31-year-old doctor who was raped and murdered received a call on Friday morning. The family of deceased was initially told that their daughter had died by suicide. The assistant superintendent of chest medicine department called and said, "Your daughter died by suicide." And then they saw reality when they reached the hospital. The parents pleaded before hospital authorities to show them their daughter's face, but still they made them to wait for 3 hours. After 3 hours, they allowed the father to go inside and see her body.
उनको 3 घंटा खड़ा रखा और ये हाथ जोड़ती रही, माँ बाप हाथ जोड़ते रहे, हमें एक बार दिखाओ, हमारी बच्ची का मुंह एक बार दिखाओ। हमको नहीं दिखाया गया। 3 घंटे तक खड़े रहने के बाद ये दोनों हस्बैंड वाइफ अंदर जाते हैं सेमिनार रूम में और ये पापा अपने डेड बॉडी ऑफ द गर्ल जिसके मुंह में खून था फोटो खींच के लाके मुझे दिखाते हैं। उन बच्ची का शरीर में कोई कपड़ा नहीं था, पैर दोनों राइट एंगल में मिला गया, राइट एंगल में एक पांव बेड के इस तरफ, एक पांव बेड के इस तरफ मिला गया। जब तक पेल्विक गर्डल नहीं टूटता है इस तरह दो पांव को नहीं चीरा जा सकता है।
He was only allowed to click a picture. She had no clothes on her body. Her mouth was bleeding. Her glasses were also shattered and pierced her eyes. Her legs were 90 degrees apart. The pelvic girdle is broken, which means she was torn apart. What did the initial autopsy say? Primary autopsy reports indicated that the victim was sexually assaulted before her murder. The autopsy ruled out suicide and found multiple injuries consistent with a violent death, including broken bones and bleeding from various body parts. Sources suggested that her nose and mouth were covered and her head was forcefully pushed against a wall or floor to silence her cries for help. The crime is believed to have occurred between 3 am and 6 am, with signs of strangulation and smothering. Autopsy report states 150 grams of semen and body fluid mixed with blood was found from the victim's vagina and uterus, along with remains of ruptured hymen. Forensic experts are strongly suspecting it as the gang rape done by at least 3 to 5 men. What are the arrests and investigations done so far? The police have arrested 33-year-old Sanjay Roy, a civic volunteer, for his alleged role in crime. Evidences including a torn earphone helped lead to his arrest. Roy had access to various hospital departments due to his connection with senior police officers and hospital authorities. Allegations surfaced regarding Roy's past behavior. He had married to 4 and 3 of them left because of his physical torture, and fourth one died due to cancer. And he had a history of watching disturbing pornography. Following the crime, he came to home, washed his clothes and had a sleep. The blood stains are found on his shoes. Justice delayed is justice denied. Court handovers the case to CBI. After pointing out serious flaws and lack of support from the concerned officials in the case and no significant progress, the Calcutta High Court transferred the case to CBI. The specialized team from the Central Bureau of Investigation arrived in Kolkata on Wednesday, accompanied by forensic and medical experts to begin the investigation into the alleged rape and murder. Evidence tampering suspected at RG Car over renovation near crime spot. Renovation being carried out near the site where a resident doctor was raped and murdered. Authorities at the RG Hospital of attempting to tamper with evidence related to Kolkata rape and murder case under the guise of renovation. What are you hiding? Whom are you trying to protect? The CCTV footage was destroyed. A violent mob stormed RG Hospital in Kolkata around 2:30 am on 15th August, vandalizing the media facility. This occurred while rallies were being held across the state demanding justice for the trainee doctor who was brutally raped and murdered at the hospital. The mob broke to barricades, damaged gates, and overturned a Kolkata police post and several vehicles. The mob was tearing wires to snap electricity with their bare hands. They had rods and swords and came charging towards the police. There were patients undergoing treatment and the force saved them on priority. They tried to even enter the girls' hostels. The iron gates inside the emergency building have been uprooted. Lights and fans shattered. Medical equipment and medicines scattered across the floor amid shards of glass and beds and IV drips overturned. Not a single room has been spared. It is seen that mobs were carried to site on the truck. Why are these attacks? Just to manipulate and tamper the crime scene. The Kolkata police said the crime scene, which was seminar hall, it is intact and has not been touched. At this point, it's not a doctor's issue anymore. It's just inhuman. We keep unlocking lower levels of inhumanity year after year. Fools were those who even hoped there would be reforms after the Nirbhaya case. It's been 12 years. Nothing has been changed. As a medico, I've seen stories like it's crime to be doctor in this country. But I feel it's not crime to be doctor in this country. It's crime to hope in this country. Our country will be celebrating 70th independence, but the primary question is what kind of freedom are we celebrating? Freedom to rape women at work? Freedom to frame rape as suicide? Freedom to silence voice spread against injustice? Freedom to remain silent until someone close to you get raped? Freedom to not care and become a spectator while doctors face a crisis? The hands that heal shouldn't bleed. We want justice.